When it comes to saving money, there's a saying that my mom instilled in me as a child that I still practice today. It's not what you make, it's what you spend. And when it comes to food, a lot of us are spending a lot of money on it, especially as prices continue to rise. Of course, you already know that eating out is a huge wallet drainer. But even store-bought prepared foods that are supposed to be cheaper can come with eye-popping prices. I'm looking at you, soup. Whether purchased canned or refrigerated, you might be shocked at how much money quality soup costs, even one as humble as vegetable. That trap of overpaying ends now. Today I'm going to show you how to make delicious homemade vegetable soup that is super cheap to cook yourself. Even better, we'll make it in an electric pressure cooker like the Instant Pot, which will save you time in addition to money. Perhaps best of all, it will contain only the ingredients you want and can literally be cooked with the press of a button. Let's do this. Hello and welcome to I Want to Cook. My name is Chef Matt and this channel is all about helping you be a better cook. And we're finally doing it, friends. A lot of you have been asking for this episode for a couple of years now, how to make vegetable soup in an Instant Pot, and well, today is the day. Now, this soup is so wonderful and I've been making it a lot lately. In fact, it really came in clutch a couple of weeks ago when I was sick and I just wasn't feeling myself. I simply dumped a bunch of ingredients into the Instant Pot. I pressed a button. I went back to bed to get some rest, and by the time I awoke, well, I was nourishing myself with hot and delicious vegetable soup. Now, we will be using an Instant Pot brand electric pressure cooker to make this soup, but really any electric pressure cooker will do. And if you don't have one of these, that's fine too. This recipe works just as well in a standard pot, although you will have to cover it yourself and stir it occasionally. But whatever you make it in, it's going to be easy and delicious. Now, what you see here are actually pretty much all the ingredients for this soup. It really is that simple. We're going to use a 28-ounce can of whole peeled tomatoes. You can also use diced tomatoes if you prefer that. I really like the whole tomatoes because they kind of break down and you can kind of mash them up yourself. We're going to use half an onion. We're going to use 2 or 3 of these little waxy potatoes. I find these work out a little bit better than something like a russet potato because these really are a little more firmer. They kind of hold their shape. But again, this is your soup. You can use what you want and what you have on hand. We're going to use a couple of carrots, half of a zucchini, a couple of celery stalks, and about 3 cloves of garlic. But again, if you like a specific vegetable or you don't like a specific vegetable, well, use that. You can easily, put mushrooms into this or, basically whatever you have on hand. We'll also add a few seasonings, about a teaspoon or tablespoon, your preference again, of oregano. Marjoram is really good in this, and then a little bit of salt and pepper. Furthermore, if you want to bolster this soup when you're done, you can make it even more nutritious and more dense by adding something like cooked pasta, beans, or even cooked meat like chicken or beef for something like a vegetable beef soup. Okay, before we make this soup, let's talk about the cost, because that's kind of the headline of this episode. So let's say you go out to eat, even to a fast casual restaurant, and you order a bowl of soup. Well, for about 16 ounces, that can cost you $10. And even if you buy a decent can of soup at the store, well, that's still going to be $5 or $6, which translates to about 40 cents an ounce. This soup, my friend, what we make, the yield on it is going to be about 2 or 2.5 quarts, We're talking 64 to 70 ounces of soup. That's going to be a lot of servings. Everything I bought for this soup, it cost about $7. So translated, that means it's only about 10 cents an ounce. That means it's 6 times less expensive than something you would buy at a restaurant and 4 times cheaper than even a can of soup at the store. It really is dimes on the dollar compared to what you would buy with something pre-made. My friends, that is how Instant Pot vegetable soup can make you wealthy. So with the money that you save making this soup, which can be hundreds of dollars if you make it often, well, you can use that to pay off debt, save for a rainy day, or, well, do just about anything better than buying a high sodium soup at a restaurant. This only takes about 10 minutes to prep, so the first thing we'll do is gather all our ingredients and open up the can of tomatoes. Dump in the entire 28-ounce can of tomatoes along with all the juice. Here you can either mash up the tomatoes if you're using whole, or just leave them as is, as I do. Now fill the can with water and dump that in. If you want a little thinner soup, you can add another quarter to half of a can of water and dump that in as well. Now it's simply about cutting up the vegetables and dumping them in. You do not need to be precise here. Just try to make the cuts of a similar size so that everything cooks in a similar time. Note that the garlic will be the exception. Dice that up really small and then add that to the pot. Now we season. I like to use a teaspoon each of oregano and basil, along with a teaspoon of salt and about half a teaspoon of black pepper. But let your taste be the guide. Great news! That was the hardest part of this recipe. Now you simply need to put the lid on your Instant Pot and press a button. Here I'm just using the soup button. If you have an electric pressure cooker that doesn't have such a button, just set it for 30 minutes at high pressure. Now let the Instant Pot simply do its thing, cooking the soup and waiting for a natural pressure release. This should take about an hour and a half total. So go on, take a nap. When you awake or are done running errands, you'll get this. Absolutely delicious, savory, and super cheap homemade vegetable soup. Garnish with some fresh parsley if you'd like, or even cook up a grilled cheese sandwich and you are ready to go. And here we go, friends. We've got this big bowl of our piping hot vegetable soup, served in classic Corningware, of course. All I did was garnish this with a little bit of fresh parsley, and oh my gosh, this is so chunky. It just smells fantastic. I wish you were here to join me. Let's give this a try. That is so good. I mean, it's just like, you feel good eating it. Whether you're sick or healthy, this soup is absolutely amazing. It was so easy to make. I know exactly what's in it, and it cost so little money to make. I hope you try this Instant Pot vegetable soup. Amazing. So there you go, friends. It is recipes like these that are helping me save money in these hard times, and I hope it can help you save some money as well. But now I want to hear from you. What recipes do you make that, well, they're just so economical that you wish you could tell the world about? Maybe something that your mom or your grandma made that was saving money then and is still saving money now. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, before we get to trivia time, a little show and tell and talk about saving money. Another way that I do that is by shopping at the thrift store. And yes, what you saw already in this video is something that I picked up recently. This massive, beautiful glass mixing bowl slash container. I paid just a few dollars for this. It's over 2.5 quarts, just massive. This is an Anchor Hocking. It made this glass just beautiful. It was funny, when I bought this, the person at the register, she said, "What are you going to use that for?" And I said, "Well, you know, I'll probably use it for pancake batter or something like that that I can pour." Well, it works just as easily for holding that massive batch of economical Instant Pot vegetable soup. Okay, trivia time. Last week I asked you to identify this very odd looking contraption, and several of you knew exactly what this is. This is a vintage ice cream scoop, but as you can see, it works differently than something like this, one of those kind of standard ice cream scoops, or one of those kind that has the little thing that goes back and forth and they never seem to work like they should. Well, this one, the way it works is you actually squeeze the handles, you scoop into the ice cream, and then you release, and then as you can see, these separate to easily let the ice cream tumble into the bowl or cone or whatever you're scooping it into. Very cool device. Again, another thrift store find. Congratulations to everybody who correctly identified this as an ice cream scooper. For this week's culinary trivia, no, I'm not going to be laying bricks after making this episode. This is indeed a kitchen tool. What is it? What is this contraption and what is it used for? If you know what this is, or if you have a guess, put it in the comments below and I will of course let you know the correct answer in the next episode. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Until next time, I hope you want to cook.